What's up, everybody? It's me, Noah, the NNBandicoot.
And I'm Sean, the MK Ninja.
Welcome back to the Super Tryhard Bros, bringing you the finale of Sonic's episode of Sonic 06.
But wait, there's gonna be more after this.
Unfortunately.
God, Eggman, you are not intimidating in this. I would like if we could actually see him about to crash instead of just like, oh hey, stuff's happening. No, we're crashing. Like what?
From where the
Show not
taking
tell,
place,
Sega.
You're not gonna crash. According to this cutscene, you're not gonna crash into anything. It looks like you're about to fall into the ocean, which is actually the safest thing for you.
Oh, well, technically, crashing into the ocean in an aircraft actually still isn't a good idea.
Yeah, it's better than crashing into a mountain.
True, but you're about to crash on a mountain now. Or not. Well, now that everyone's dead.
Police!
Yes, because clearly
Alright,
that'll
thank you
do
guys for
something.
watching. That's the end of the game. To get the good ending, you need all the Chaos Emeralds. No, I'm kidding. But,
To get the good ending, give us $5.
this is 2006. They weren't doing that shit yet.
That's true.
There's still a way to change this.
Wait, did she actually die?
Yeah.
Why do I not care?
Alright.
Wait,
so,
did Eggman die too?
Yeah.
Rip.
If
I
was
care
Sonic,
more. I care more about that.
Yeah. It's like, if I was in Sonic's position, it's like, alright, we need to go back into time to save Eggman. What about Elise? What about Elise?
What the fuck about Elise? She's like a weird.
Without
creepy
Eggman,
bitch.
we have no games in the future. Let's go back and save him.
Yeah. Chaos. Blast. Wait, wrong word.
Nah, that's the ending.
I can handle this myself. Besides,
Can you though?
somewhere to go, right?
You see, this is actually a big problem for the plot of this point. It's like we just proven, even with Silver's help, you couldn't save the day, and now you're like, here, have a Chaos Emerald. I can do this myself.
Just save her.
All right. Bye, Sonic.
Yeah.
Going through time, because clearly time travel is the easiest and best way to explain stuff, and totally won't cause people to be confused at all, because time travel is always going to be understandable.
You know, speaking of time travel, I actually I watched. Well, rather than I didn't watch. I listened to a very extended review of Sly 4 from somebody.
Yeah.
And the title was like, why Sly 4 was a big disappointment, and I'm like, you know what? Have at it. I got a half an hour to kill while I'm working. So I listened to it, and after hearing what he says, and then I've checked out some other reviews, and what he was talking about is that people don't hate the gameplay. They hate the story of that game. And I'm like, huh. Like, whenever I hear people talk about Sly 4, they say like it's an awful game. And I'm like, no, shut up. It's still Sly Cooper. And then they brought up the story, and I'm like, for reference, I rewatched the cutscenes. Well, no, I didn't rewatch the cutscenes. His review is very in-depth. He talked about every single thing, and I'm like, yeah, actually, this plot kind of sucks.
The good part about being a video game is you don't even have a good plot. Look at Sly 1.
Yeah.
People love that game. And I would say even, like, Sly 2's plot. Like, there's a lot that doesn't really work about it, but At the end of the day, it's the gameplay that matters. Like, I can deal with a game that its plot is kind of dumb, but its gameplay is great.
I have exceptions depending on what the game is.
Well, RPG is a good exception.
Yeah.
Like,
RPG
story matters.
Unless it's Pokemon. And even then, nowadays,
Well,
I
yeah.
think we need to try harder.
Well, that isn't fast.
Yeah. Pokemon gets a pass because it's Pokemon, but I also think they should try harder. But,
Well, the thing about Pokemon...
RPGs and action-adventure games that, especially certain sequels, hint, nudge, nudge, but, like, for an RPG especially, if an RPG story is bad, why should I keep playing it?
Yeah. For some reason, this just makes me think more of Tales of Arise, and I'm like, damn it, I want that game now. Every time I see it, it looks so good. Fucking hell, of course Mysteria had to get me into the Tales franchise, because now I want to play more of them.
Yeah, it happens. Like,
As if I don't have enough games to play already.
one day I will shut the fuck up about Cold Steel, but, like...
It's not going to be for a bit.
Yeah, it's not going to be for a bit because the hype is still within me. But... Like, yeah, I feel the exact same way. Fortunately, I played the first game in that sub-series, so I can just keep going, and I'm super happy to know that the fourth game, which I believe is the final game according to its subtitle, it's coming out for US in October with Crash 4.
Nice. That's going to be a month.
Yep.
And then apparently Halloween's on like a full moon or some shit, I don't know.
Yeah, we're fucked. Alright, so in order to buy these gems, you have to do really well in stages, aka grind money. I have all the gems that actually matter, so... Yeah, so we showed off these two. This is the purple gem. And that's not all.
Oh. This reminds me of the one power-up Izumaru has in Goemon.
No, it's the moon jump.
No, I know, but like the turning small.
Oh, yeah.
Can you just do that forever?
Yeah, because this game, that meter should be going down the more I use this.
Are you hitting the invisible ceiling?
No, I'm gonna keep going. Like, I've proven by doing that boxing and in the silver boss fight, there is no end, and if there is, I mean there is, but it's like
Oh my
in
god.
space. You've transcended. Alright, but enough of that.
To say this game is transcended. Transcended what?
And now for the other gem that I really like. Just get it.
What?
It leads to death. No, it's actually
That was amazing.
It's a grappling hook essentially. Which is actually a really cool idea, but I kind of wish you can, you know, move into it. Just
Instead of being forced to like hit the skybox. Oh god, he did. I love how it's like, I love this gem too. It's pretty cool. Leads to death.
That's why it's cool.
Because I get to die.
Spoiler alert! All right, that's great.
Oh god, where are you gonna go now? Oh!
Oh, that was close. So yeah, these along with the red gem that slows down time, these are like the 3 most broken gems. Because like the other gems I can just explain. One of them creates a tornado, but it's you have to do it in a standstill, so it's not useful. That's the green gem. The white gem gives you a pausing homing attack. Like, you'll homing attack in midair, you'll stay in the air, and then when you let go, you homing attack. And apparently you get a new animation, but so that is obviously useless.
That's lame.
I don't know if I'm missing any more. I think I'm missing one, but... Oh, right, the yellow gem... The yellow gem, it creates a electrical barrier that helps attract rings.
Huh. Neat.
It would be neat if it actually protected you from
That was a
enemies.
reference to College Humor.
Alright, time for the final level of Sonic
Because
Story.
with their Sonic sketches, one thing that they always have Sonic do is he goes, "Huh, neat." Like there was one of like Eggman was like, "Wait, he's like, where the hell's Sonic? Like, what's going on? Why are we taking so long?" As he just like flies by with Tails, and then Tails is like, "Come on, let's go far to the other zones." He takes Sonic away, and Sonic's like, "Huh, neat." Just flies away. It makes it so easy.
The battleship will take off any minute. Tails, Knuckles, let's hurry.
So yeah, welcome to Aquatic Base, which has one of my favorite level themes in the entire game. Like, I know like most actually can't hear the game audio myself, so I gotta turn that shit up. But like, you know, most final level music in basically any game, they always try to go for like the epicness, like hard rock, orchestra, etc., etc. But my favorite the final level music is when it has like a very soft, somber feel.
Huh.
Like, just to bring up Shadow the Hedgehog, one of the final levels in this playthrough is Gun Fortress. Now, a level like that sounds like it'd be like a generic rock song playing in the background, but it's actually a sad-sounding guitar piece. Which I'm not a man of symbolism, but if I had to make it a symbolism thing, it would symbolize like that's the level you go when you go pure evil in that game. So I think the song is about like you are like the bad guy in the situation. You have literally kicked like tons of puppies, murdered many people. You left little Timmy down the whale.
Whale?
Yes. And it's like
Fuck the whale and fuck little Timmy. Don't do
Like-
that.
it's like as you go through the gun fortress, you are causing even more pain and misery, and the song is super sad about that. And I like that song. But yeah, I like these type of musics for final levels. However, a good orchestra is a good orchestra. And let me tell you, the final dungeon in Cold Steel 2, that soundtrack right there. But anyway, we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah, no, an orchestral soundtrack is always great. It's why I really like Majora's Mask soundtrack. Anyway, I will go get some food. I will be right back. Let me just... I'll be right back.
Alright, so that ball right there, you actually have to cross here with the ball. No, we're not doing that. I think the big issue that I have with the purple gem is that the camera is like so fucking close to you. You barely see anything.
Sonic, there must be a switch for the door. Leave it up to me.
Why, Tails? Just why? Actually, I'll save that question for Sean. Yeah, why not? I'll just do it twice. So yeah, this game has DLC. And unfortunately, obviously, this game got blacklisted along with some other Sonic games that got like poor Metacritic scores. I mean, it's quite obvious why this game's blacklisted. But yeah, this game has DLC. I am very confident that you can't get the DLC anymore. There weren't anything really special. Like there was like a time there was a boss rush mode and harder. I think there was harder bosses. I know there was harder levels. But there was one DLC that was actually pretty standout. It was called Episode Amigo, and it was I don't think you played as the best.
Oh fuck! Hold on a minute.
You played as the best partners in each episode. Like the three best players of each episode are Blaze, Omega,
Making
and
chicken nuggies.
So, like, in that DLC,
Lazy.
you get to play as those three characters, and you do some... I believe there were new stages. I know you fight an old boss with Omega, which has never happened in the main game before, but...
Pants on.
No idea what you're doing.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. Anyway,
What did I miss aside from more bad Sonic gameplay? I'm kidding.
you missed Tails.
Oh. Oh well. Pizza
All
cake.
right,
Huh,
so this
no
is
sweat.
This might be a controversial opinion, but I'm just following that at this point. But in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, like every character had their own episode, and they all had like their own gameplay style. Even though it was done poorly, I like the idea that 06 does. Like you have three campaigns focusing on a main character each, but all the other characters are like integrated into the levels, and they don't have a too radically different playstyle. They play the same, except they have different moves.
Yeah.
If we get another Sonic Adventure game, I want them to do this again, but do it better, or maybe not better, but do it at least good.
I mean, I guess. Oh, hey, look! Exploitation!
Yep.
Fuck platforming when I can just jump forever.
There's this really funny glitch. Well, it's not really a glitch. In Kingdom Valley, there was a section where you had to play as Silver, reaching the end of the level, and there's Sonic at the end. If you play that level with the purple gem, you can see both the player model Sonic and the NPC Sonic model.
Wait, what?
Alright, so do you remember when I did that glitch in the lava level with Knuckles going through the wall and Sonic was waiting at the other side? You can do the same thing in Kingdom Valley with Sonic using the purple gem, going to the place where the other Sonic is.
Wow.
This game's amazing!
Amazing in its own special way.
Yeah. So, to get off topic, as we tend to do in almost every LP we do, I am recently playing Rehydrated.
Oh, and?
Very conflicted right now.
The game is still fun.
Okay, yes, but it had, like, here's the thing, it's like, okay, so, at best, like, okay, maybe I should be more, alright, so, it's so hard to put into fucking words. Okay, so, I jumped into the game, I don't need to play the game to not be impressed by it, like, the animations and whatnot. And I've gotten over the fact that they reused the voice models, even though they really fucking shouldn't, just because of Mr. Krabs alone. But, you know, I accepted all that. I was gonna focus on it in terms of a gameplay experience. So, and I also had to jump over a few hurdles. Like, I had to keep telling myself, okay, Noah, this is exactly like the Insane Trilogy and the Reignited Trilogy. You can't think of this game like the original. You have to accept its new controls and deal with it. And eventually I got around the new controls, and they're fine. My biggest problem with well, it's not really the controls' fault per se, but like my biggest issue with how SpongeBob handles in that game is that he's so fucking slow compared to the original. I mean, he wasn't that much faster, but he's noticeably much slower in this game. But you know, whatever. I am very... Okay, so I only beat the first world. I still say you're a blind bat, Sean, for not seeing the difference between Robot Sandy original and Robot Sandy in the
Well, I'm not saying
remake.
there's no difference. I'm just saying you just keep saying it's terrible, and I'm like, I don't understand how you think it's terrible.
Well, you kept saying it doesn't look any different.
No, I didn't say that. I just said
Yeah,
that
you
kept
did.
saying no, because I know it looks like its tail is on fire, its face is different, like. But I think there's. You kept saying it was terrible, and I'm like, I don't see that. I didn't say it was different. I didn't say it wasn't different. I said it wasn't terrible.
Uh-huh. But, okay, so there is two things that pissed me off a lot. One of them is a game-breaking glitch. Now, granted, I wasn't planning to 100% this game, but on the off chance the original hooked me, I probably would want to go for 100%. I now fucking can't. Unless I want to start a new file, because...
What happened?
When I beat King Jellyfish, it didn't give me the golden spatula. So I kept resetting that level, and the golden spatula will never appear. So even if I were to go for 100% in this game, I can't now unless I start a new file, which is bullshit. Hey everyone, thank you guys for watching.
While you're here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure to ring that bell.
Also check out our other content, both on this channel and our individual ones.
And as always, I'm Sean the MK Ninja,
And I'm Noah the NNBandicoot.
and we're the Super Tryhard Bros, and thank you so much for watching.
Peace.
Bye.